Animals come in all shapes, sizes, species, you name it. But what happens when two species that are worlds apart come together and mate? They make a hybrid. These hybrids are some of the most unique specimens you will ever come across. If you're up for learning a thing or two, then keep on watching to learn about 5 amazing hybrid animals that actually exist. Number 5. Liger. We start off our list with the liger, which is a hybrid mix between a female tiger and a male lion. Ligers are the biggest among all the cats as they grow to the size of both a lion and a tiger combined. They inherit the characteristics from both species. For example, their love of swimming comes from tigers, and their incredibly social tendencies come from lions. Nowadays, ligers can only be found in captivity, but there have been stories of ligers being found in the wild. For a long time, they were believed to be infertile, but this theory was dissolved in 1953 when a 15-year-old liger managed to mate with a lion, and the cub even managed to grow into adulthood, although it did have poor health. Number 4. Rollerbear. The grizzly polar bear, otherwise known as the Rollerbear, has been sighted both in captivity as well as in the wild. It is alleged that the sightings of these wonders of nature have been reported from as early as 1964. What makes this hybrid so unique is that polar bears and grizzly bears live worlds apart from each other and never really come into contact with each other. Grizzly bears prefer forested areas and always breed on land, whereas polar bears tend to prefer water and ice and even give birth on ice. Scientists came to the conclusion that this breeding occurred due to the fact that the polar bears are being forced to move towards the south as the polar ice caps melt, bringing them into grizzly bears' territory. There was even a reported case of a second-generation grizzly polar bear that was shot on Victoria Island, and his DNA was taken to establish his breed. Number 3. The killer bee. These vicious little bees were circulating quite a bit in the media in the past year or so. We're talking about none other than the African honeybees or killer bees. These hybrids were the result of a mistake. A really big one at that. They can be traced back to 1957 on a farm in southeastern Brazil, where a beekeeper accidentally released 26 Tunisian queen bees into the rest of the regular beehives. The hives belonged to a biologist who had meant to breed southern African bees with European bees to create a strain of bees that would produce more honey and that would adapt to better tropical conditions than European bees. Ever since their release, the killer bees have only grown in numbers and traveled far. These days, they can be found all over South America and across most of North America as well. Killer bees are incredibly aggressive, which is why they are named as such, and they are also known to travel long distances in huge swarms. If they feel threatened in any way, they will attack in large numbers and will mercilessly sting anyone and anything to death. Like our list so far? Why not support us by subscribing and liking the video? We would really appreciate it. Number 2. Jag Lion. On the second place of our list, we have the Jag Lion, which is a hybrid that was created through the selective breeding of a lion and jaguar. Despite this hybrid being quite rare, quite a few have popped up in various animal sanctuaries all across the globe. For example, at the Bear Creek Sanctuary in Ontario, Canada, such a pair can be found. The pair is named Jazra and Tsunami, and they were actually born into the sanctuary and have lived there ever since. As these creatures don't exist in the wild, they are kept in the sanctuary so that they can be cared for by the people who work there. We don't think it's possible you could find a fiercer-looking hybrid than these Jag Lions. Number 1. Super snakes. Over 30 years ago, a variety of pet snakes were released into the wild in southern Florida. These invasive species, specifically the Burmese python, established growing populations, getting rid of the native species in the process. Florida's battle against these snakes got a lot harder when a new hybrid snake was spotted slithering in the Everglades. It was found that a number of the snakes in the Everglades were actually a hybrid between 2 species originally from Southeast Asia, which is the Burmese python and the Indian rock python. Burmese pythons are massive constrictors, usually found near water, while the Indian rock python can mainly be found on high ground. The resulting hybrid led to something of a super snake, a well-adapted reptile suited to both swamps and dry land. As a matter of fact, South Florida's Burmese pythons have been seen in both environments. When two species come together, they have a unique set of genetic traits and characteristics they make use of to increase the chances of survival in their habitats and environments. We will have you know that this isn't the first time the whisperings of a super snake in Florida has come up. That is the end of our list of 5 amazing hybrid animals that actually exist. Let us know your thoughts on today's video down below in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching. Until next time.